My name is Mary Crawford. I'm the operations manager for the IPM Medical Group. IPM is one of the largest, or is the largest chronic pain management practice in the state of California. We have, I think it's 15 offices and 7 functional restoration programs that we offer. We also have 1 detox program. We have about 80% workers' comp, and we see about 13,000 patients a month. They do so much for us. They answer our calls. We have Tier 1 and Tier 2 operators that answer most of our incoming calls. They take care of our medical records. So if it's a new patient coming in and we get a lot of records, they will do a record review for the provider that will condense all of the patient's medical records. They also do that for like our QMEs, or if a patient sends us, we've been seeing the patient and then all of a sudden we get, a lot of their old past records, they'll do a record review and condense that down. They take care of all of our incoming faxes, which is a lot. What they do is they go in to our fax bucket, is what we call it, and then distribute them to the appropriate people to work those faxes throughout IPM. They will also, our mail in some of the offices, we open the mail and scan it to Dr. Catalyst, and they distribute the mail appropriately to the people to process whatever comes in through the mail. They also work for our authorizations, and they send out RFAs and help in our auths department. And I believe that's it that they take care of for us. It's a lot. Probably one of our biggest challenges is patients calling saying they can't get through. So with having Dr. Catalyst be our Tier 1 and Tier 2 operators, at least all of our calls are now answered by a live person. And then those operators transfer the calls to another live person that's going to take care of the patient's needs. The faxes, when we were doing faxes ourselves, because the volume is so high, we could be 2 days, 3 days behind in getting our faxes processed. And in workers' comp, you only have 5 days to respond, so that's not okay. So with Dr. Catalyst doing our faxes, they get done the same day. And when we come in the next day, our faxes from the previous day are already processed, and so then the team can work on whatever is there. So that's helped tremendously. With authorizations, just with the volume of authorizations that we have, I know our authorization supervisor really counts on Catalyst to make sure that all of those get processed, and they report back to her daily on what they've done and if they had any troubles, and so that all gets taken care of right away. And just with the mail, it seems like such a small portion, but it isn't, because you get things in the mail and you need to get it to another office, or a doctor needs to respond to it right away. It gets scanned in that day, it gets processed. Usually they'll have that piece of mail by the next morning. So yeah, they've helped us tremendously with just our workflow. I have to say that they have made my job easier just with the sheer volume. Like I said, what they take over for us, and they send out reports. I get reports every day on who's there, who's working for us, if somebody calls out sick, who's taking their place as far as operators or in auths or in anything. They have, if there's a problem, they call right away. I've given them my cell number, so if they can't reach me at my desk, they'll call on my cell, or they will send me a Skype message, so we get a response very quickly. And so it has just, the stress is gone on worrying about whether things are going to get taken care of or not. I've experienced less patient complaints about the calls getting answered and getting to speak to a live person, authorizations getting done in a timely manner. So I don't have those calls anymore with angry patients. So it's really cut down on the number of calls that I receive that aren't the pleasant ones. So Dr. Catalyst has really been a huge asset to IPM. they're like part of our family. I have a picture of Dr. Catalyst's team on my desk that they sent to me, and we will chat about each other's family if we have a minute. I mean, they become, because you work so closely with them, you feel like you know them. And it is a definite family feel and a great experience. I would say go for it, because it's scary. Anytime you do something new, it's always scary, but they will hold your hand and they will work with you very closely. And so every step of the way, and if there's something that doesn't feel right or that is not a problem but not going as smoothly as you would like for it to go, they will work with you until they get it there, until it's a smooth process. I have to say, it's just working with Dr. Catalyst has really made my life easier. I think we would all be lost without them, and they're a pleasure to work with.